Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Friday, April 20th, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. Great television archives up top, JC's eye candy below. We'll get to that in a minute. And over in the corner, yesterday's rock and roll poll question. Tax day was on Tuesday. What statement best sums up your return? And 65% of you, number one answer, said, I paid my fair share. 33% said, I paid a lot more than my fair share. And only 2% of you admitted to getting away with murder this year. All right, today's date is 4/20, which is widely associated with marijuana. What is your relationship with pot? That's our question today. A, never touched the stuff. B, used to but don't anymore. C, once in a blue moon. D, all the time. Or E, huh? What? Please answer in the corner. We'll have results for you on Monday. The question today is this a game changer? Is that picture right there a game changer? Photograph obtained by ABC News, not photoshopped. It's completely authentic. And this is George Zimmerman's head right as the police department down there in Florida picked him up. Does that throw a wrench in the works for the prosecution of George Zimmerman? That is going to be a widely discussed topic here today as that story gets out. All right, Ted Nugent met with several Secret Service agents yesterday. It's the biggest audience Nugent's had in 30 years. Madonna says she'll often walk into her house and yell stuff like, have you done your homework? Why are you wearing that? Why did you say that? What are you eating that for? And that's just to her boyfriend. 3 people were killed and another 8 injured after gunfire erupted at a small town Texas cockfight. Witnesses say there'd been a lot of drinking going on. I think we can rule out champagne. All right, how about those St. Louis Blues? Now, today on the showgram on the Big 550 KTRS, where Trish and I reside every day from noon until 3, we are unveiling the new creation by Gene Ackman and the rest of the gang, Charles Glenn singing lead vocals. It's sort of a reworked version of something from about 10 years ago that the boys put together with the Smash Band involved and Smash singing and everything like that. Now you got Charles Glenn singing. He'll be doing the national anthem at the Blues game Saturday night. And we're going to be playing that song today between noon and 3. It is a world exclusive on the Big 550 KTRS. And how much fun is it watching the Blues win and beat the snot out of the San Jose Sharks? All right, back to 420 here for a minute. How did the numbers 420 and today's date become associated with pot? Well, it's not because it's a police call number like 1 Adam 12 or something like that. You may have heard that. It's not connected to Earth Day, which is always a couple of days later. The consensus is it's just a slang term from a group of stoners, and it managed to catch on a long time ago. Back in '71, some kids at San Rafael High School in California used to meet outside and smoke weed every day at 420. So their code to meet was 420. That eventually caught on, spread like wildfire, and thus we have it. We'll be playing selections from Afro Man today also, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Brewer and Shipley, and of course the great John Prine with his song, Illegal Smile. And here's a bunch of characters that according to, what is this? Who listed this? Somebody, I forgot where I found this. But they basically said, these are characters from movies that for one reason or another may have been associated with the Wicked Weed. And Fat Bastard from Austin Powers, Doc Brown from Back to the Future, Yoda, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Rex from Toy Story, Neo from The Matrix, Crush from Finding Nemo, Bella from Twilight, and Willy Wonka, the original one, with Gene Wilder. Well, they always say that deaths, celebrity deaths, happen in threes. We had Dick Clark go the other day, Levon Helm of the band, and even if you weren't a fan of the band's music, you remember him playing Sissy Spacek's dad in Coal Miner's Daughter, and he was also in The Right Stuff. So now you got Levon Helm, you got Dick Clark, and is Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees next? We'll see. Here's another thing that your kids will never know anything about, the proud tradition of rolling over and smoking a cigarette after sex. In a new survey, only 3% of the people say they do that. As a matter of fact, you're 12 times more likely to lean over and grab your phone than to roll over and smoke a cigarette. Also a new survey, when it comes to dating, having crooked teeth is worse than living with your parents. 38% of people wouldn't go on a second date with someone who had crooked teeth. Only 23% would dump someone who lived with their parents. In online dating, people are 57% more likely to choose a photo of someone with straight teeth as a potential date. How about Jamie Moyer? 49 years old and pitching for the Colorado Rockies. Made his major league debut in 1986. Pitched for the Cubs for a while, as a matter of fact. It turns out somebody did the stats on this. He has now pitched against 8.9% of all of the batters in history. In other words, 1 out of every 9 hitters ever to play in the major leagues had an at-bat against Jamie Moyer. That's just unbelievable. All right, so maybe the business that you're in, the corporation that you're working for, or whatever racket you're associated with is not doing well, and you're starting to think, hey, wait a minute, are we on the way out as a genre? Well, a company called Ibis World produces an annual list of what American industries are expected to grow like in the next 5 years. So if you are interested in growth industries, green and sustainable building construction, social network game development, 3D printer manufacturing, self-tanning product manufacturing, online eyeglasses and contact lenses, solar panel manufacturing, generic pharmaceutical manufacturing, Pilates and yoga studios, and hot sauce production, and one more, for-profit universities like DeVry. They'll grow at just under 4% in the next 5 years. All right, Julia Louis-Dreyfus at it again, the star of Seinfeld and the New Adventures of Old Christine, is back with a new series on HBO. It premieres on Sunday night. It's called Veep, as in Vice President. She plays the Vice President of the United States in this new sitcom. I've seen clips. I'm not expecting great things. It was 100 years ago today that Fenway Park opened up in Boston, and 96 years ago today that Wrigley Field opened up in Chicago. And 51 years ago today, in 1961, that FM stereo broadcasting was approved by the FCC. Why do I have this feeling that even though it was 51 years ago, the first FM broadcast had something to do with your favorites from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and today, with less talk and fewer interruptions. And watch out if you're in high school today, because it was 13 years ago in 1999 that the Columbine Massacre occurred. All right, birthdays on Sunday. The great Peter Frampton, who I still think is fantastic, turns 62. And John Waters, who is a subversive and trashy filmmaker whose credits include Pink Flamingos and the original non-musical version of Hairspray. John Waters is a proud gay man, and he has a great response to people who tell him that they're straight. He says, "So is spaghetti until you heat it up." I love that. That's fabulous. All right, JC's Eye Candy. Today we have 3 random sports photographs for you, including one with Stan the Musial, one adaptation of an Albert Pujols jersey, and something that takes a swipe at the Cubs, and I know you guys always like that. So there you go. All right, again, our rock and roll poll question today, 420, widely associated with giggleweed. What is your relationship with pot? We have several opportunities for you to answer down there. Please do so. We'll have results for you on Monday. Again, Trish and I with Smash today, noon until 3 on the Big 550 KTRS. Go Blues. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Monday. That's the Daily Dose for Friday, April 20th, 420. I was just talking about it. Huh? What? We'll see you Monday. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.